it going, everyone? It's your girl, Angira Marie. Hello, Facebook land. Here again with COVID-19 in company. I have one of my good friends here on the line,
Hello?
Chukwuma, and he is in Paris, France. How are you today, Chukwuma?
Yeah. Thank you.
We might be having some technical difficulties here. Well, it's your girl, Angira Marie. Most of you know me from Hot 914 Radio as International Angira. I travel all across the globe, and I am doing this COVID in company chat from across the globe, conversations with my friends across the globe, just because I want people to have some information outside of just the regular public media information. Like, I want people to understand that, we're in a worldwide pandemic here, and we are all in this together. We're not alone. We're together alone. I think that's the hashtag, together alone. So I want us to know that, and to be able to join together and talk about what's going on amidst the COVID-19 pandemic in different countries. I see my boy,
What's going on?
And
Joe, what's good?
That guy, oh my gosh. No, I said it wrong, right?
That man.
Oh, that man.
Oren.
And is in Israel. Thank you so much for joining us. O is a
Thank you for having me.
Engineer, and he's also like a celebrity guest booker. So like, he's that guy when you need to have a party or you need somebody on your radio show, like he can hook
you. Definitely. If you need somebody on your radio show.
He's out and he works with the Matrix Studio. I know some of you probably saw the interview the other day. I was on with DWI, and
shout out to DWI.
Yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to Money Sean and my Hot 914 team. I miss you guys. I'm glad you could be with us. Let me try to get back with Chukwuma. Chuck, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you very clear.
Okay, Chukwuma is in Paris. We were having some technical difficulties there. And I have my friend Sonu. He's joining us. Hi, Sonu, can you hear me? Sonu is joining us from Rome, Italy. So I think he needs to get his camera on here, but we'll work on that.
Do you hear me well? Do you hear me good?
I can hear you good. I can see you good. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for keeping me company during COVID-19. This can be very boring. And I think a lot of people are just in dismay and are discouraged and depressed. And I just wanted to come and like speak with my friends from all across the globe and let everybody meet my friends from across the globe. As I travel, of course, I make a lot of friends, and I feel so rich and so blessed to have it in my life. So
yeah.
I see Sonu, you're on camera now. Can you hear me? I don't know if he can hear me. Maybe some technical difficulties here. So we're going to move right along. My first question, I have a bunch of questions, and what I'm going to do is I'll just ask the questions, and then I'll just call on each of you to answer, and you just
okay.
how you feel about things. I am expecting one other guest, so I'll keep an eye out for that person. And hopefully we can get some audio here for Sonu.
Okay.
Okay, so the first question, and I'm gonna start with Oren. What are the restrictions in your area, and how long have you all been on lockdown?
We've been on lockdown since Purim, which is late March. Okay. That's when, let me tell you how it all started here. That's around March. People travel, so right. It had to come here. And before everybody really knew about it, there was Purim, and that's it's a Jewish holiday. Mm-hmm. And basically it's kind of like Halloween, where you wear costumes and go to parties and stuff. So everybody's going across the country to parties and stuff. Right. I barely go out, so I'm like, I got invited somewhere in Tel Aviv, so I'm like, why don't I go, And I feel like people are saying that that's part of what kind of spread that around, because everybody's traveling, going to the parties, and like one person has COVID, and there's like 1,000, 2,000 people at a party. You know, that happens. But yeah. So about restrictions, basically you can't really your house. Not it's not crazy like New York.
Okay.
But there have been days like certain holidays, like where most of the things are closed, like Passover and stuff. So there have been days where you can't leave, you can't leave your town. You can't go from town to town. Like if you had work, and like if they said from 6 p.m. one day to 6 p.m. the next day, there's lockdown. So you can't be at work. You have to leave work early.
Wow.
And just go home. I'm actually fortunate that I work at a cafe and I work at a corner store, so I have work.
Okay.
But,
you're an essential worker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, I'm glad to have money, like, you know, because I would be pissed if it was like stopping my bag. Like, yeah. But so the restrictions are not that like crazy over here.
Okay.
Well, as far as the restaurants and stuff, like they can't sit at the place. Like it's only takeout and delivery. We don't usually deliver, but now we do because of the situation. People don't come to sit. And I know businesses are getting hit, and you know what I'm saying. Like it's not the same. A lot of people. Place used to be full. Like regulars come in every day and sit and have coffee or whatever. And now those people don't come. So, you know that's taking a toll on people. We'll see how it affects in the long run. Yeah. But I see our customers. You know, a lot of people are working from home. A lot of people. I've known people in New York and here in Israel that have been laid off.
Yes.
So and like go look for another job now. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really crazy. I don't understand. Like
right. You know, that's crazy. Let me ask you: do you all have any kind of curfew, like daily or?
No, we don't have a daily curfew, but there have been days where they did enforce that. Like you know, they said that you can't go more than like 150 feet, 165 feet, because they said it in meters. So I'm like, you can't go like a certain distance from your house.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, yeah.
But you're free to be out.
Yeah, people like in the beginning, it was like you know nobody was out, everybody's free to go out, but like you know people are quarantined with their kids and stuff, so. You know, like people, like you gotta leave the house sometimes. You gotta get some snacks and stuff, you know.
Right.
Like,
gotcha.
Yeah. So like, I see more and more people coming. You know what I mean? Coming out like to the store and everything.
Okay, that's good. So, so Chuck, how about in Paris? What are the conditions?
Yeah, here in Paris, I hope you are hearing me very well. Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you very well.
Okay, here in Paris, people are not moving as they are moving before. They said that if you want to go out, there is a document they bring out. You have to sign, but it's in your telephone. You know, you have to sign it, and you have to stay outside only 1 hour. So the people that have free time to move out is only people that work in the supermarket and the people that are doctor and the nurses. Okay. So this is the only people that are free to move around how they want. Go to work, come back to the house. But other people, only you have to go, maybe to have to go to find important something, like you go to supermarket and bought something.
Yes.
So that is only where you are allowed to go. And you have to go with the attestation. They call it here attestation. So it means that you are permitted to go. Because sometimes you have to meet police on the way. So they ask you, what is the authorization you take to go out? You will show them the authorization. So that is only how we are allowed to move around, even if you have to move. And you cannot spend 1 hour outside when you go, like an hour. So if you go out, you have to stay outside and 1 hour only. So you come back to the house. So this is how it is here now. Yeah.
So how are they enforcing that? Like, is there a time on your note or something on the permit?
Not really, but just only if you want to go. Like what I said, you have to go with attestation. So you move around maybe 1 hour. You are in your house.
Okay, got you.
So that's how we see it, and that's how we are living since then, just up to now.
Yes, and how long have you all been on
lockdown? Like from May, January, February, March.
Okay.
From March to now, we have been in lockdown. Nothing is moving out. Restaurants, supermarkets, everything is locked down. So that is how it is for now. Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's something.
Yeah.
Okay. And Sonu, can you hear me? Sonu, can you hear me? I think Sonu's having some audio issues, so we'll come back to Sonu.
Okay.
So,
yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, let me ask you. Have you been sick? Have you had any symptoms of the virus?
No, I have not been sick, and I'm glad to not have been sick. I mean, I'm here with my mom, so I'm really, I'm here with my mom, so I'm really glad that like that didn't happen to us. You know what I mean? Because you know she's older, she's at a certain age where you know she's at risk more than me and you.
Right.
But you know, like it's good only that we're two people in a household, because you know I hear like the Hasidic Jews in New York that they've got a lot, like the numbers have gone up over there, and somebody explained to me and they was like they have really big families. So if you had like a family like with 11 kids and 2 parents, like somebody's gonna get it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's just a crazy cycle, but that's just an example. But you know, I don't want to get off topic, but like that's you know, that's a good thing that I didn't get it. You know what I mean?
I understand. That's good. Yeah. Are you doing anything special to stay healthy during these times?
Nothing really special. No, I'm actually, you know what? Just because I have my job, like, well, I get less days, like, you know, less hours and stuff, because we don't need as much people on the same shift. But other than that, like, it's pretty much similar to me. My mom's a pharmacist too, so she actually works more. Like, we're fortunate, like, on that end too. Right. And it's just like pretty regular for us in a way, you know?
Right. Well, that's a good thing. So thank God for that. So Chuck, what about you? Have you had any symptoms of the virus? Have you been sick?
No, not at all. I have not been yet sick since then. I'm healthy. I'm okay. I'm living good.
Good.
So there is not like a symptoms of coronavirus. Yeah. So I'm okay. I'm healthy. So that is it. I'm only me living here with my friend, but we are all okay. So there is no problem, something like that to us. So I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Chuck, to stay healthy? Anything special you're doing to stay healthy?
Yeah, for example, they said that we should always take a lime and a ginger, garlic, and take a hot water in the morning when we wake up. So something like this, I'm doing like always every day in the morning time when I wake up. I take my ginger, I take my garlic, I take my lime, and I take my hot water. So that's what I'm taking every day by day to keep my immune system healthy and working well. So even if they say that it's in the air, so that I cannot be able to contact it, because sometimes I open my windows. So this is what I'm taking every day by day to make sure that okay, my immune system is working well. So that's what I'm taking every day by day to make my healthy sure. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Got you. Very good. All right. So
Yeah.
Sonu, can you hear me? So I still can't get audio from Sonu. And
Okay.
let me just pause for a moment. Samitey is joining us, another one of my friends, and Samitey is calling in from Canada. I'll give him a minute for his audio to get connected.
And Jared, just make sure you participate too. Want to hear how you're doing too.
Oh, I'm great. Thank you for asking. I'm healthy. I've not had any symptoms. I've been staying in the house a lot though. I was injured back in August, so I had to stay home anyway. And my doctor recommended that. Thank you. He said stay in as much as you can because your immune system wouldn't be that healthy, be that strong to be outside. So I've been staying in, but also I'm doing little things to keep healthy. I'm exercising in the house. I'm gonna tell you what this class was called, twerk and burn fried or something like that. I don't know. I'm doing like fitness classes, and I'm taking ginger. I make a mixture of ginger with fresh squeezed lemon and garlic and honey.
That sounds good.
So I blend that all together. I take 2 teaspoons of that every day. Try to drink a lot of water, and those are the main things. When I go out, I come and I turn on the hot water, the pot of steaming water, and put my face over to flush out my nasal system, to kill any germs that may have got in there when I went outside. And I make sure to wear my mask, my gloves when I go outside.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that whole gloves thing is really irritating. Like you have to you don't know, you're touching everything anyway. Like how you're supposed to every 5 seconds switch gloves. It's just really frustrating.
The mask is frustrating for me. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you all. I blinged my mask. Look.
Oh, that's nice. That's cool.
That was my little addition to make myself feel better about wearing a mask.
That's funny because a lot of people get creative with it, right?
Yes.
And I see people over here that they put bandanas over their face instead of a mask.
Right.
And it's funny because they don't know what it means in America. They just think it looks cute. And I'm like, yo, that's dope.
Which hood you represent?
Yeah. And also, let me tell you another thing about how this quarantine thing, right? Mm-hmm. Before quarantine, when I was trying to get for example, Yo-Yo, I interviewed Yo-Yo recently.
Okay.
Nice. And we're gonna do a part 2 next week. You gotta tune in, right?
Yeah, definitely. Gotta tune in.
Yeah. So for 2 years, I've been because she lives in LA and she comes to New York twice, for 2 days, right? She comes to New York for 2 days, and her schedule is packed, so she really never got a chance to come to the actual studio. My job is to schedule these people to come to the studio, but now everybody's quarantined, so you could just do what we're doing right now.
That's it.
So it's in a way it's easier, but on the other hand, it's everybody's doing it.
Right.
But no, we just got to do it better. You know what I mean?
That's it. It works. Yeah. Whatever works. You have your own.
There's more to come. You better tune in.
Tune in. Yeah, we're going to get information, and I'll make sure to promote that on my page for you, definitely.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
That'll be hot. So I think, Samitey, can you hear me?
Can you see him?
I can see him.
Maybe he doesn't have his audio, maybe he didn't push the button on the bottom left corner.
Right. So, Samitey, if you can hear me, please check your audio settings. Also, Sonu, please check your audio settings. I want to get you all in here and get you caught up. But I can't adjust audio from here. Okay, so Let's give them a couple minutes to get on. I hate that, I'm frustrated with Facebook just a little bit because generally I love Facebook, but when they took away the option for you to have a guest on Facebook Live, like that messed me up a bit,
Wait, did they have that before?
Yeah, you used to be able to add someone.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, because it should. You know what? I have a feeling. Because listen, the stories, Insta stories, and Facebook stories, that was all Snapchat.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, they all merged together. Like Zuckerberg, I think, bought all of them. So you never know. Maybe it's gonna be able to zoom on Instagram and Facebook now.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. Sammy, can you hear me now? Okay, I still don't have audio. Okay, so I'm gonna move on here. So we did talk a little bit, Oren, about that you are working, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
For Chuck, have you been able to work, or are you just completely out of work right now? Something's going on with the audio here. Chuck, can you check your audio settings? Right now, I only have audio for you, Oren.
Oh, word.
Oh, the man.
Let me turn on these lights because it's getting dark. See, it's the sunset right now.
Yeah.
So
apparently you're not spending too much time at home because you're working.
Yeah. But, like, I'm not used to spending all this time at home. Like, listen, see, there was Independence Day, Israeli Independence Day last week. We had to stay home and stuff. But, like, I actually worked on that day at the corner store. But it's just like, that's a day for barbecues and everything. We go to the park, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know, for example, like a lot of people, like, for example, my cousin that has 4 kids. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think I'm getting somebody else's audio now, which may be good.
Got you.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, now I can hear you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's happened. Okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, for example, what you asked me from the day it started to now, I'm not have to go to work. So because they said that my shop is included, the magazine they say it should close because of a lot of people. So I'm in the house since then up to today. So, but we are hoping 11th of May, we are going to resume work according to what the government said. So we are waiting for them on next week, Monday. So we are going to open, hopefully, according to what they say. So we are waiting till on 11th of this month.
Yes.
Okay. So since then, we are at home. I'm in my house. I'm at home. So since then, up till now. So we are waiting until the 11th of this month.
Right.
So that is it.
Wow. Yeah. Okay. So how are you feeling about that? Do you feel safe to go back out and go back to work?
Yeah. A little bit. I don't know because according to what they say, I don't know how many people have already been contaminated. But what I know, like today, I went to go buy my mask. So when I'm going out on 11th, I have to put my mask with my sanitizer.
Oh, so you're ready.
So I have to go with it. So to make sure that I'm protected. So, but I don't know, but I will try my best. So that is it for now.
Okay. So then you're not scared. You're just ready to go.
No, yeah, I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Even if without mask, I'm not scared. But why I bought mask, they say that it's compulsory that everyone have to have mask when you are going to the public places.
Okay.
So that is the main reason I went to go. I'm bought it today.
Yeah.
So I'm okay. I'm fine.
Okay. It's the same here. We have the same thing here, but I think like fear is the big, bad, ugly word that's really plaguing the world right now. So that's why I asked about fear if you're a leader And if, you know, that's the next question I have on my list, that, you know, fear. If you're afraid, and if you are afraid in any way, like, how are you all overcoming fear? So let's jump to you on that one.
Well, so you're asking if I'm afraid?
Yes.
I'm not like thinking like all day I'm afraid, but like I really don't want anything to happen to me or anybody that I know. Listen, I know that's another question, but I do know people in New York who have had it, who have recovered from it.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just there's a lot of people dying from it. Like,
yeah, a lot of people.
It's not. I see on social media from people in New York, a lot of people have lost people that loved ones, and it's really sad. It is scary. You know what I mean? I know. I'm very thankful that it's not that serious over here.
Yeah.
But like, it is scary. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, we do wear masks, wear gloves and everything, but like, what else can we do really? You know?
Exactly. That's it. Exactly. Let's see. Samitey, can you hear me? Do we have audio for you? Let's see. Samitey, can you hear me? I see a microphone, but not getting audio. Okay, so what about you, Chuck? Do you know anyone who's had the virus?
No, for me personally, I haven't known anyone that have the virus. But one of my colleague called me last 2 weeks. He said that he know one person that have been contaminated, so with the virus. But for me personally, I haven't seen anyone, maybe nearest to me or my family or my friend or anyone else that I knew that have contact. So I haven't known anyone yet. So that is it. So I don't know anybody else that have been contaminated with the virus. Yeah.
Yes. I'm happy to hear that. I know a couple people have had the
Thank
virus.
you.
And it's scary. It's very scary.
Yeah, of course.
But fortunately, that everyone that I've known that has had the virus has recovered. So I
wow, fantastic.
There's
yeah, that's good.
Around me, like, I honestly, the people that I've spoke with that have had it,
yeah,
it's like, if you can stay home and fight it and use natural remedies,
yeah,
much better off, because when you go to the hospital, you have to be there alone. You don't have an advocate. There's no one to fight for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like,
or to hold people accountable, and that's a very scary thing.
Yeah, that's true. That's right.
And I really feel for the people who have lost their family members, and my condolences to everyone who's watching that has lost a family member or a friend, any loved one to this terrible virus. And you know, my heart really goes out to you, because it's hard to even mourn. You can't join together in large groups, so you can't have proper funerals, all of those things. I have to take it back. I do know of one person that did pass away, but it wasn't from the virus. They passed away, but the issue is they can't have the funeral, a proper funeral, because of the virus. They didn't die of the virus, but either way, it's so terrible. Like, when you're going through that mourning and you're going through that hurt and not being able to have your closure and those things, like, I can only imagine what some people are going to. So I want to give a big virtual hug to you all, and I pray that that God just comforts you all during this difficult time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Fred the Godson, rest in peace. Like, he was such a nice guy. I don't know, have you met him?
No, I didn't meet him.
Okay, yeah, because 8 years ago, before the Matrix Studios, like, that was the first job. I was the PA, production assistant on 2 of his videos, and he's a nice guy, but like, unfortunately, he died of coronavirus.
Wow.
And And
Amazing.
also Hattie Rax.
Yeah.
He thought he beat coronavirus, and then he ended up it's still being in him, and then he actually beat it.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Yeah, see, that's what's scary to me about the virus.
A friend of mine, actually, his dad has coronavirus, and he's in a home. I don't know if he's actually gonna make it, but I mean, I'm really praying for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's hard to tell. And it's like a lot of people may have the virus and not be aware that they have the virus. Like some people have symptoms and that's how they know, and some people have no symptoms at all. So that's the kind like the scary part to me. Like I'm not scared, but I think that whatever happens is God's will. But I think it's also important to take the necessary precautions to keep yourself safe.
Definitely.
So that I'll just look forward to taking those precautions and and do the best I can. I'm gonna
that is true, but sometimes I feel what the problem that people have is the fear of the virus, how it kills people, how the people understand how it does. So for me, I thought number one problem is the fear. So when you have the fear, you even if it's not the virus, but because of the fear, you get weak in your spirit mind. But whenever you have the courage, the encouragement, you don't have it, so it cannot affect you more. But when you start having fear of it, so you will be affected. And also you have to make sure that your immune system is okay, is 100% okay. So you will stop eating the food that is toxic, so you cannot contact it. So you'll be okay and well. But when you start having fear and what to eat, you don't know how it is. So for me, sometimes even if something happened to you, you'll be having fear. You don't know what it is. So, but when you don't have fear, when your immune system is okay, yeah, you can get rid of it. So for me, that's what I think and what I think is okay for everyone to be doing. So that is it.
Yeah. Okay. What I'm gonna do really quick, because I feel bad that I have two people on the call that there's some issue with audio. So I'm gonna try to catch them up really quickly. I have Sonu on my Facebook video chat, so we can't see him here, but at least we can hear him. Sonu, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. Hi, Sona. I don't know what you're having a problem with the audio, but I wanted to still include you on the call. I really appreciate you taking the time out to be with me.
But I will get with my laptop, with my computer.
Okay, so I have you on the call, like we're still live, and I have you on the phone with me, and I have everyone else on the Zoom call here. So I just wanted them to at least be able to hear your voice, because I see that your camera's turned off on the Zoom, but we can't have both devices running. It causes feedback. So I'm just going to ask you a couple of the questions so we can catch up with what your responses were to the questions, because I really wanted you to be a part of this call. Okay?
Yes.
So can you tell me what is going on in Rome? What are the restrictions that you all are having, and how long have you all been locked down?
Because we get in there we get 2 months in lockdown is there, but restriction is that there is you have to not go out, you stay in home, and I go only for some grocery or pharmacy, only medicine.
Okay, so only pharmacy and grocery.
Yes.
So,
but today we have to go out for visit outside with my children as well. Don't worry, you don't have to go out. It's okay. You don't have more. You stay in home. Don't worry. Government give permission us.
Okay, so you have to have permission though to go out.
Yeah, now it's possible. But 2 months we have been in house.
Okay, so do you have to have a permit to go outside?
No, you don't need, you have like little certificate with you only, declaration.
Okay, so yeah, so
Declaration with
a declaration certificate.
But you have to go out, but no, don't worry. You don't have to. You don't go in out of the state.
Okay, so you have to stay.
Only your state.
Okay, so they allow you to go out because you have a child, so the child can get fresh air.
Yes.
Okay, so that's
with
a good
wife.
one. And your wife. Okay, great. So, do you see people following restrictions? Like, are people wearing their mask and gloves when you go outside?
Yes. We all time with mask, gloves, and we cover all my face like that is there, and I don't go out with the t-shirt with cover our body.
Okay, very good. So,
when I come back here, when I come in house, I go to bath, clean all of them with the soap.
okay, so you make sure to shower when you come in and steam.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Have you been sick, or have you or anyone in your family had any symptoms of the virus?
No, nothing.
Okay, that's very good. Is there anything special that you're doing to keep healthy during this time?
I want healthy because I don't want to go with this virus, because I stay in all time home, eating, sleeping, and little bit exercise.
Okay, that's very good.
But I don't go out for security, for my personal security. I don't want to go near people.
Right. Okay, very good.
Yes, out I don't go.
Okay, so let me ask you, I'm going to move to the next question, and I see that Samitey is there. Samitey, can you hear me? I want to check and see if we have audio for Samitey yet. Samitey, are you there? Okay.
You hear me?
I'm going to do the same thing for Samitey in just a moment, because I also wanted him to be a part of this call so we can find out what's going on also in Canada. But Sonu, while I still have you on the phone, because I won't keep you, and I also want to say thank you very much. Sonu is originally from India, just for you all to know, and he lives in Italy, and we met in Italy in Rome. And he doesn't feel that he speaks English well, so I kind of had to pull his leg to get him to come on this call. I'm very proud of him, so I just wanted to say that I'm very proud of you, Sonu. You're speaking very well English, okay?
Not very.
Yeah.
I speak no very good, but tough time, only time pass is good.
Yes, it's good.
Temporarily it's okay, don't worry.
Okay. So, Sonu, being that you've been home, you said you're staying in the house all the time, so you've not been able to work, correct?
Yeah, I don't want to go in work. I want to stay in house.
Okay. So is your government
security because, huh?
Does your government provide any assistance for you all, like either medical assistance or financial assistance due to the virus?
Yeah. They give all help to us. They give financially help as well, and
Okay.
they give medical help as well.
Okay, wonderful.
Thanks for that, because they are very nice. They call all time in news. You stay home, stay good. You don't go out. We give you help, everything, everywhere, every time, where you want. Don't worry about that.
Okay, got you. So let me ask you this, as I asked everyone else. Fear is the big, bad, ugly word that is like really plaguing our world right now. Are you afraid? And if so, what are you doing to overcome your fears?
I don't do nothing. I am only stay house.
Got you. Okay, very good. Do you feel that it's time for the world to reopen?
Yeah, but I don't know about that. They are reopen is okay, but we have for day 1,700 people to come positive for one day in Italy. But it's tough to, if they all reopen, it's tough. Maybe going is tough.
Yeah, it's going to be difficult to reopen. I understand.
Difficult.
Okay.
Because there is no losing the. A lot of people come to sick as well.
Right. That's the thing. We can never tell, and the numbers are still kind of high. Sonu, I want to ask you one other question, and I'm going to let you go from the cell phone. But is there any advice that you would like to offer? Any nice words or advice to everybody else that as they're going through the pandemic?
Stay home is better because if you go out, it's tough, very tough.
Got you.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much. Okay.
Thanks.
All right. So I'll talk to you soon.
It's good for. Are you doing well? Doing well?
Yes, very well. We're going to continue on the main call.
Yes. I'm going to now. It's okay. It's finished.
Yep. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, moving right along on the call, and Samitey, I did not forget about you in Canada. We did talk a little bit about reopening with Chuck. I know, Chuck, you said that they were going to reopen next week.
Yes. On 11th of next week, yeah. Next week, 11th. Today is 4. So, yeah,
okay.
11th. So, they're going to open, yeah.
We have talks about reopening here in New York May the 15th. At least they're talking about at least upstate New York.
Okay.
So I think that's a little soon. What do you think about
it? Exactly. Yeah, we are going to open, but for as I'm seeing it, people are getting rid of it, not as it is before. Because before people are getting scared, more fear. But now I can see people are coming out. Like before, when you look out from the street, you cannot see anyone walking around. But from yesterday, day before yesterday, people are getting coming out. So, like for example, before is one bus in 45 minutes, but now you can see a lot of bus maybe in 30 minutes time. You can see 4 or 5 buses running around. So for me, people are getting rid of it, but there is still scared of what happened. But it is not like it is before when it started, when the news came. So for me, I think people will come out, but not like it is before. So it will be like a little fear, a little normal. So something like that. People will come out, but not as it is before. So because the fear and the shock is still in the heart of the people.
Exactly.
So you can't get rid of it like that. So little by little, it will go away, but small by little. So I think people will come out, but not like before. So they will still like shy a little bit.
Right.
But let's see. So that is how I'm seeing it
too. Because we catch the train. When I'm in Paris, we catch the train, and I'm like hesitant about public transportation, considering sanitation issues. Like I don't want to go outside because I have to get the train here in New York. Do you have any concerns about that?
Okay. Like what I said before, they said that everybody should bought his own.
Yes.
Sanitization. Again, when you go to this supermarket, when you go to the supermarket, they have it over there already. So, but I don't know yet in the train and in the buses and in the metro. So I don't know yet whether it's already there. But for example, in supermarket, they have it.
Yes.
Some people have already bought, as I have already done. I have bought, so I think many people have already bought. So when you are going out, you go with yours. You go with yours in your pocket.
Yes.
So you can put it, you can use it as you want. So sanitation issue, I think they have already have a remedy for it. So they have a lot already provision for it. So I don't think it's gonna be a much problem. So for me, that's what I see.
Got you.
So that is it. Yeah.
So let me ask. I want to ask. Also, like, how are you getting around? Do you have to take public transportation?
No, actually, I'm lucky because both my jobs are on my block.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I really don't need to leave my block.
Okay, that's awesome. And have they talked about reopening in Israel?
Reopening, yes, they have. They have talked about reopening schools.
Okay.
Some schools like fourth grade and up. But
Wow.
for like half the days, some schools have days, the other schools.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just talks for now, but I hope things will get back to normal soon. I hope this thing will be over here.
Right. Have they thrown out any dates for the reopening?
Here, at least, you know? Not yet. This is just like very recent talk, like in the last couple of days, literally.
Okay.
So, yeah, so I'm surprised, you know what I mean? Because like students that worked with us and stuff, like they're free all day now.
Right.
But like, you know,
well, that's good.
At least maybe it's a good thing. Hopefully it would be good. You know what I mean? That hopefully it'll work. Because what I was trying to say before, like people getting stuck at home with big families, that people go nuts. Like that's so much. Like, for example, my cousin, like she has 4 kids, a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a
wow
2.5-year-old.
Big family.
They're all doing remote. Yeah, they're going like through the computer, through the phone. You know, they need help.
Yeah.
So, and she works from home.
Oh,
And that just the sound of that, like that sounds like nuts.
Because how can she work and help the kids do
Yeah, that's just one example. Like everybody's like that. Like
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like that's really crazy. And I feel like also some on one hand it's good for kids to relax and all that, but like, you know, they do need to socialize. I do think that they do need to go back to school and you know what I mean? Like things need to get back to normal. But I do think it's a good thing. Like they took a break a little bit, you know.
Gotcha. Well, they're talking about keeping the schools closed here.
Well, yeah, because there it's nuts. It's completely crazy over there. It's a really bad situation over there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like people aren't graduating and stuff. So
yeah, it's really bad. So I'm going to take another quick pause, and I'm going to reach back to Samitey on Facebook video, like Facebook Messenger, so we can get some of his input. I can see him on the screen, but I know there's a problem with the audio. So let's get him on the call really quickly, so that we can get his input. Hi, Samitey.
Hi, how are you today? You good?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm great as well. I can perfectly hear you guys, your conversation, but I don't know my app. I was actually able to go to my settings and work on it, but still I cannot be heard. I don't think so. You guys can hear me, right?
No, we couldn't hear you. So I want to make sure that, we get a chance to get your input. I really appreciate you agreeing to be on the show with us. Everyone, this is my friend Samitey. He is calling from Toronto, Canada, joining us by phone since we're having some technical difficulties on the app through the Zoom. So Samitey, you're feeling well amidst the whole COVID situation?
I'm feeling great.
Wonderful. Have you had any symptoms of the virus or been ill?
Not at all. Not at all. Not for me.
Wonderful. Tell me, what are the conditions there in Toronto? How are people behaving? Are they observing the safety procedures or precautions?
Yeah, well, like I would like to thank for the people in Canada. They're really doing well, and our health sectors, they're really doing well as well. So when you compare it with other countries, it is really low cases that we had, and yeah, it's really doing well. And people have been at home for almost 2 months now.
Okay.
I think today is the reopen for Toronto and some of the provinces as well. I mean, like today we have a lot of businesses and essential businesses like hair salon, car wash, a lot of businesses they will reopen today.
Wow, so today.
I believe people will be very vigilant and very responsible for our community, for our colleagues, for our like children, family. Yeah, I believe people are going to be very responsible.
Oh wow, that's really good. So I know I can drive across the border and get my hair done. Well, they might quarantine me though. They'll be like, "You're from New York? Oh no, you can't come here. You're quarantined 14 days."
Not for you. Not for you. Not for you.
Not for
I don't
me.
think so. We will accept anyone, especially from the US. I think, I think it's getting really worse in your place, right?
Yeah, well, it's getting better slowly. It's very slow. There's still a couple hundred deaths a day. In the middle of all of this last month, like we had our shutdown March 22nd, and within that next week, I would say about 700 to 800 people were dying every day.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Yeah. So now I think the numbers are around 200. They're somewhere around there. I check them periodically, but I try not to be obsessed with it because I don't want to get into any depressed mode or, I try not to think too hard about the negative and just, keep focused on the positive. But I know that one thing I know is that you're an essential worker, and I want to say thank you for going out and being on the forefront every day in the work that you do. What things are you doing to stay healthy, being that you do have to go out and work?
A lot of things. Like I do literally make a job. Like I run every morning. I do sports in the house. Like I've never done this in my life. Now I'm serious. Like I want to be, I just want to be fit, and I do exercise, and I take a lot of water. I mean, like more than 3 to 4 liters every day, especially early in the morning in my empty stomach.
Mm-hmm.
I take more than 2 liter water within like 1 minute, 2 minutes. I really see a lot of improvement in I can feel it, like I'm fit, and in terms to make myself safe, we normally wear the mask and gloves, and we have sanitize in our work in everywhere. So we've just been very responsible and vigilant for my coworkers, and as well as my roommate.
Okay.
I share roommate, so we've been coping with it. And
very good.
So good. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you, because you're out, but I mean you're out working, but I know a lot of people are not working. Is your government providing any assistance, either financially or for medical coverage, to the people there?
Yeah, Canada, Mama Canada is doing really great. I don't think so. We have anyone have financial problem, even though like people, they have been like if they not been working, they've been working. There's a lot of ways to be entitled to the emergency money that they're providing. So Canada is really doing well. It's giving almost $2,000 for everybody. So like even we had a choice to be working or like you want to be home, because we used to work I think if I'm not mistaken, like 12 or 11 guards in a shift. Now we are like 4 or 5. So we had a choice to be home or to be working. So I was the one. I was with the people who choose to work. So I'm still working, and the people who are not working, they are getting support to just live their life.
Okay, that's awesome. So I want to ask you the word, this whole fear thing. Like, fear is the big bad ugly word plaguing the world. And are you afraid? And if so, if you're having any fears, how are you overcoming?
No, I don't. Not for me.
None for you, even about the economy.
Well, like I really care about the economy. I mean, you know, like the world, the economy has to move.
Yeah.
But this is like life and death. So, in certain point, the government has to sacrifice. I know we're going. Maybe I used to tell my friends like this. This problem is like going to be a big problem. We can go back to like 10 years back towards the economy, you know.
Yes.
Well, yeah, but there is nothing you can do. It's like life and death. So we have to stick in it, and you know, like we believe our economists will strategy something great, and we will overcome a great thing in the future. So yeah, I really care about the economy, but yeah, it's something that we cannot really do anything about it, and also it's an unexpected situation. So yeah, I think we have to copy, and we have to be yeah, very very bold enough to come out with some positive energy, you know.
Right. I mentioned that because I know we've talked about that before. So I'm gonna ask you one last question, and I'm asking this for everyone on the panel. Is there any advice that you would like to give to others during this difficult time?
Yeah, I would like to encourage everyone who is hearing this conversation to just think positive, and also to just try. This is a pandemic, I understand, but I want the world to understand that it's not going to continue forever. It's just for certain time. This has to be like something that we have to work in ourselves. Like if you are staying at home, do something. Like if you, I mean, work on something. Like maybe towards your health, maybe toward to your education. I mean, like come up with something. You know, like when something is happening and we just don't be weak, and we cannot do anything about it. We have to be very very positive, and we have to come with something creative, and yeah, we have to be ahead. We really have to be ahead.
Gotcha.
So I tell my friends, like, yeah, I understand you home, but do something for your health. At least exercise or read something, like bring something habit. This is just for the short time. It's not gonna be like more than 1 year or 6 months. Yeah. I mean, it happens. We really don't know anything about it, but like, you know, let's encourage each other. Let's love each other. Let's help each other. Let's, you know, like ask one another. And that's what I would like to tell to everybody, that we really need to come with love, with positive, with something great.
Right. Awesome. Thank you. That was really, really an encouraging and positive word. So Samitey, I thank you so much for being on the line with me. I'm going to go ahead and log off of the phone with you and continue on the conversation here through the Zoom call with the other gentleman online. And I'll be talking to you soon. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you too. Thank you.
Yep. Okay. So guys, you heard that question. Any advice that you would like to offer? I want to just open the floor for that. Starting with Chuck.
Yeah, for me, like the last person that spoke, it's like similar to what he said. For me, I have to let everyone to know that it's not gonna continue as we are seeing it. It's for the moment. So for me, I feel that it will pass soon. So we have to be like being together, courageous, be loving one another, be strong, feel and think positive all the time, not negative. that soon I hope it will soon be over. So everything will come to normal. Because sometimes when it's too much bad, soon it will be soon good also. So let not feel that the world has ended, that we are not going to see a better day coming. So I want to ensure everyone that better day is still coming. So we have to be encouraged by ourselves, have like a strong heart, a strong mind, being together with one another, loving each other, be in one accord, so that we will soon be over. So our normal thing, our normal life will continue. So let's not feel like the world has been ended. So that's what I have to say. So everyone have to be encouraged in love, in good times, in doing things. So it will be soon be over. So we have our normal life living as we are living it before.
Yes.
So that's what I have to say. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you, Chuck. And how about for you? Any advice or any last words you would like to say?
Any advice to anybody dealing with the COVID situation? Definitely take precautions. Definitely wash your hands and wear gloves and all that. But also, like, don't stop living completely. You know, like, do you know what? Some advice: do, like, if you're quarantined, do what you want. Do what you want. Like, do your craft, whatever it is you do. Take the time to do that. If you do music, like, make music, write music, or do what you do. Like me, I'm doing whatever I can from home. You know what I mean? And I just think a lot of people should come out of this quarantine with like a skill or doing their skill better. You know? So yeah, watch your favorite TV shows. You know, that's something good. Like I'm watching Power right now. Like,
oh yeah.
So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, basically just like stay safe and everything, but you know, you can always like video call your friends,
right,
and do that,
and
you
have
know?
a COVID and company.
Yeah, we should do another one soon.
Yes, definitely. I'll do another one soon, or do like a Netflix and Zoom. You know,
yeah, we should do that.
Watch movies with your friends. I know people are doing Zoom parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting a lot of education in this time. So I'm doing like financial workshops online, and like I talked about the fitness classes, and I'm just learning things. I'm looking at ways to rebuild my YouTube channel. So I'm like looking at video after video. How's this person doing that? How I can do this better. I think people, you know, it's like we choose our story. Like we're going to have life one way or another. We can choose to look at the story negative, or we can choose to look at it positive. However you tell your story is how the end result will come. So I think it's important to look at ways to tell your story in a positive way. And as you remain positive, you'll see more positive attracted to you. And that most importantly, and in a time like this, being locked in and wondering what to do, I encourage everyone to get closer in with their maker, with God.
Yeah.
You know, get stronger in your faith. You know, this is a time for that. It's a quiet time, and it's a time for meditation. Meditation is a quiet time. And most of us have too much noise in our lives every day that we don't have that option. But I think that that's probably why a lot of negative things have come into our lives, because we've forgotten the one who created us. So I always like to encourage people, get in prayer, get in meditation, you know, try to figure out some things that maybe that you thought about doing or you were curious about. Go do those things. Like now is the time to do it. Instead of being sad or worrying about money. You can worry about money, but it's not going to make you have more money. But you could think about skills that you can possess to make more money in the long run. So those are some things that I would advise people to do, and get some rest and find some ways to enjoy yourself, whether, you know, it's watching movies or, you know, if you want to go out and run and exercise, and, you know, call someone, because there's a lot of people that are alone. They're home alone and they're sad, and your phone call could make someone's day.
Yeah.
So, you know, those are a lot of the things that I would suggest people do. And oh, I wanted to ask you again, earlier you mentioned you're going to have an interview. I wanted to hear when that interview is going to be. I think it was with Yo-Yo.
Oh yeah, thank you. The interview with Yo-Yo is going to be on the 13th.
Okay.
Next week at 3 p.m.
May 13th.
Yeah.
Is that 3 p.m. New York time?
Yeah, 3 p.m. New York time.
Okay.
And I definitely want y'all to tune in.
Okay.
I'm gonna be posting.
Cool. Is that on
Facebook? You get to see me in front of the camera. It's, you know what?
Is it going to be on Facebook?
It's gonna be on Facebook, just like the part 1. Did you see the part 1 interview?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be just like that. It's gonna be just like how you did the interview with DWI.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's gonna be just like that with me and Yo-Yo.
Okay. Awesome. And thank you for that.
I hope she does video this time. You're welcome. You did great.
Thank you. Okay, so that's awesome. You know, guys, I thank you again so much for taking time out of your day to join me and talk about this situation. The whole purpose is really to encourage other people. And I have a couple thank yous I need to give really quick before we get out of here. First is I got a shout out again to Hot 914 Radio and Mr. Sean Montgomery, my CEO, and my crew there. Big shout out to them. But I also want to give a shout out to the Empowered Lifestyle Show. They have actually allowed me to have a platform to do this, to encourage people. And they come on Monday through Friday. They're in the Hampton Roads, Virginia area. And they're on Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 9 a.m. You can check out some of their broadcasts. I always repost their broadcasts, so you can check them out on my wall. And if you're a business, you're looking to promote your business, you got to promote your business. You need advertising, marketing, promotions, those kind of things. One of the hosts, she's with Carrot Omni Media. She's the CEO. She can help you make your brand human. So I encourage you to connect with her. You are welcome to inbox me, shout me out. She can have you get an interview on her show. She can help you get TV and radio ads and, you know, whatever you need to market your business. So I got to give a little plug to them. Also to Gen X, Generation Next Realty. It's Gen X Lopez on my page. Those two are amazing, and they can help you promote your brand, your service, you know, your product. So just inbox me for details on how to get on their show, or to connect with them for some marketing and promotion. So there's a little promotion for them. They've empowered me to be here today. I'm going to get out of here. I don't want to bore you all, but like I always do, I encourage everyone to remember that God is in control. And I'm going to leave with a Bible verse. And I just to encourage you all, stay safe, stay healthy, and take the safety precautions. Please don't be like the dummy that goes, oh, that's stupid, so I'm just not going to do that. There's a reason that there's precautions set in place, and we want to be mindful of. Okay, so to all of the panelists, thank you guys so much for being with me, sharing your time from across the globe with me here in the epicenter. This is your girl, Angira, and here is my quick quote, or not quote, but Bible verse. I'm reading from Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. They are plans for good and not for disaster, to give you a future and a hope. In verse 12, in those days, when you pray, I will listen. So I encourage you all to pray, get closer to your Creator. And I want everyone to have a wonderful day. Stay safe, stay healthy. And if you need prayer, inbox me. I'm happy to pray with you. Love you all. Have a great day. Kisses. Bisous, bisous to France. Kisses to you all across the globe. And we're out of here.
Great.
And Jerry.
It's a great convo.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.